peak. I don't make the rules, bro. I literally just follow them, bro. This is peak. Oh my goodness. Did y'all see what they just showed us for the anniversary? Oh my goodness, bro. So the Dragon Ball Legends 6th anniversary reveals and stuff special edition 2024 has just ended. And oh, hold on, bro. They came through with that fire. They came through with that heat. I mean, we're getting a ton of events for, I'm assuming, part 1 of the anniversary. And not only that, we got the reveal of some characters, all right? We got 1 free-to-play character, 1 Zenkai, and 4 new characters. And I'm excited for the summonable characters in particular, and the Zenkai. But, so just knocking out this character real quick, we are getting a free-to-play Android 18. She is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, she was a support type, and I believe she was also a yellow unit. But either way, though, we are getting a brand new Android 18 as a free-to-play unit, which I'm totally down for, because, again, free-to-play units, as of late, they've been pretty crispy. They've been pretty solid. But anyway, apart from Android 18, we're also getting a new Zenkai, and that Zenkai is none other than the blue LF Full Power Super Saiyan Broly. That unit is finally getting a Zenkai, which is honestly gonna be a really good thing, because with him getting a Zenkai, that can give sagas from the movies another powerful blue unit in order to utilize. Because again, when Broly released, he was not a bad unit at all. He never was a bad unit. It's just power creep got to him. So of course he fell off as time went on. But now with this Zenkai, for all we know, he could come back on top again. You know, he could end up being a devastating force, like how he was when he first came out. Who knows? But now that we got the free-to-play unit and the Zenkai aside, it's time to talk about the new units. We have 2 new banners for the Dragon Ball Legends 6th anniversary. On one banner, we have Supreme Kai, and then we also have Tag Vegeta and Goku that fuse into Super Vegito. Yes, the fusion mechanic is finally coming to Dragon Ball Legends. But that's not all. Oh no, we have the other banner in which the 1% Sparking unit is a brand new Broly Fury unit, and then the main headliner is Goku and Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Gogeta Blue. When I tell y'all, I am so freaking excited for these banners, bruh. Oh my goodness. You know what? You guys already know I recorded my reaction. Check it out first, and then we'll break down what they can do. All right, let's see. Whew, I'm not ready, man. Come on. 6th anniversary. Let's see that fire. Supreme Kai? What the heck? You know what? I'm all for this. Oh wait, he's God Key! Oh, he's God Key!
To be able to fight on equal footing with a god.
Wait, hold on, wait. I'm kind of down for that. Supreme Kai, really? Oh, it's time. Yeah, because Goku. Yeah, they teased this on Twitter. Like, I think like 2 days ago they showed like the red portion. Yeah, and then I think yesterday they showed the blue one. So, yeah. I didn't know these guys was dancing though. Hey, yeah. Hey, oh, okay. Okay. Got a gun. Oh, wait. Hey. Hey. Wait, hold on. Wait, no, it's spinning. Bro, hold on. It's red and blue and it's spinning. That's Vegito. Come on, bro. Oh, man. 2 eternal rivals. Show me that heat. Arrived for the 6th anniversary? Yes, sir. Show me. All right, Goku Vegeta. Goku Vegeta, make me proud. Legend Limited, oh, Vegeta and Goku. Okay, that's totally fine. Come on, show me. Ooh! Ooh, I love the animation. That was clean. Okay, set him out. Oh, gone. All right, Goku. Yo, yeah, you can tell they had a bit of fun animating these characters. Wait, Destructo Disc? Hey, hold on, Goku. Is it? Okay, Destructo Disc. Come on. Come on. It's time. It's time. Wait. Yeah. They finally did it. In-game fusion. It's time. Fuse into Super Vegito. Let's freaking go. Defeat. Whoa. Whoa. What? What? What the heck? Oh! Oh! Whoa! Nah, that's cool. Wait, no! That's from Kakarot! They finally did it! I wanted that. Oh my god! That was from Kakarot! Oh my god! Y'all have no idea how long I've wanted to see that in Legends. Oh! Yeah, nah, I need that. I need that. Give me that. Whoa! Like, that was that heat, man. Oh, so he has strike cover. Like Supreme Kai.
There's no doubt about it. That is the face I see in my nightmares.
Oh man. Wait, hold on. They're making Supreme Kai a little bit clean. Wait, so that was his special skill. It had to have been.
Now I'll get serious.
Oh, okay. Hit him with it. Gone. That has to hurt.
To be able to fight on equal.
Like, I'm glad like he's finally in the game too. Yeah, bro. Show me that fire. Finally, in-game fusion, man. It took them long enough. Bro. Oh. Wait, is that new music? Music too? Like, this song is kind of nice. It's time. Okay, so blast armor on strike. All right, swap. Man, I'm so happy this finally happened. Okay, he also has blast armor on strike. Destructo Disc. Destructo Disc. Goku, bro. It's time. It's Super Vegito. That's so cool, man. Oh, that was his special skill. Okay. Okay, that's Rising Rush. Yeah, so he guarantees that you land the rush. That's so crazy. He guarantees that you land the rush. Oh, special move. Woo! I can't believe, and they added this from Kakarot, bro. I wanted this in Legends so bad. Oh, they made it a Kamehameha. I didn't notice that beforehand, but that's still clean. That's still fire.
It's actually kind of boring to be so strong.
Yes, sir. They got more heat. Hold on. Hey, wait, they're back. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, no, they hitting that thing. Hold on. Stop! Stop! No! 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 Huh? Huh? No! Stop playing with me, bro. You're not doing Vegito and Gogeta. Stop playing with me. I mean, and I'm all for Broly Fury too. That's the GOAT. Whoa! Stop, bro. Nah. No. Let's freaking go! What? Bro, nah. Bro! A new... Man, what the heck? Yo! Bro, 6th anniversary Vegito and Gogeta? It's freaking time! It's freaking time! Bro! Show me that heat. Oh my god, bro! They're a yellow unit. Oh my goodness. It's over. It's done. It's done. Bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. You also have, oh my god, Vegito and Gogeta. This is incredible. Oh man. Wait, what? Assault Chain? What the heck? Bro! What in... Nah. Gone. Send him out. It's time. Wipe him out. Gone. Bro! Gone! Bro, oh man. Let's freaking go, man. Oh my god, what? Oh man! That's that heat. That's that heat. They went insane, man. Oh man. Oh, like Broly Fury looks like good too. Bro, those animations are great. Those animations are really, really nice. Whoa. All right. Bro, he's landing crits. Nah, yeah. I need that. Yup. It's time. Show me that heat, bro. Man, Gogeta, I can't believe this. I can't believe this, man. They have their own theme? Whoa! So there's 2 new themes in the game. No, that's right, Goku. Blast armor on strike. Did you see that? Bro, what? That sidestep was clean. Blast armor on strike. Good. Oh, Vegeta just has like a normal... Man, Goku was flipping with it, man. Send him out. Oh. This is so cool, man. Gogeta Blue. It's over. It's over. Wait. That's so cool! That's so freaking cool! Bro! Throw him. Okay, follow up with special move. Oh man. It's time. Bro, man, he looks so cool. Gone, man. Get him out of here.
I'll take you on again anytime. Later.
My man, my goat. Bro, I'm telling y'all, man, I'm freaking hyped, bro. This is fire. This is some heat, man. But you know what? I gotta breathe. I gotta come down. Let's just break down what they can do. So we're gonna start off with Supreme Kai. So it says East Supreme Kai Shin. Of course, he's a sparking unit. He's a red unit. And he's a support type. And of course, he's a god. So the only tag that he's on is God Key. But of course, this iteration of Supreme Kai is from the Buu Saga. So he's also on episode Majin Buu Saga Z, which is good. That episode has gotten lots of buffs as of late. But anyway, Z ability 3, plus 30% to tag God Key or episode Majin Buu Saga Z, base strike attack and defense, and plus 15% to episode Majin Buu Saga Z base blast defense during battle. Unique abilities. Applies the following effects to allies when this character is switched to standby or defeated. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Restores health by 10% and ki by 30, plus 20% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. Gain 1 Dragon Ball. Activates twice. Okay, so again, unique abilities sound very straightforward again. Like when they're switched to standby, you get a card. If you have 3 or fewer, which is good, right? Obviously it could be strike, blast, special move, special skill, who knows? You'll get a card, which is good. Not only that, you get a health restoration and you get 30 ki. So hopefully when you draw that card, you'll be able to use it immediately depending on what card you have. And hopefully you don't have like any outlying circumstances like somebody's raising your arts costs or whatever the case may be. You raise your damage, which is always a good thing, and you get a free Dragon Ball. That happens twice. So for example, if you have him in standby and then you throw him back in, and then while he's in he dies, you get another Dragon Ball. So again, really solid ability, especially with the Dragon Balls too, because that way you can get closer to Rising Rush, which is always going to be a good thing. Moving on to more unique abilities. Knocks enemy back to long range if a cover change is performed against their strike arts attack. Activates during assists. Comboable arts, special move arts. So just long story short, strike cover, you can follow up with your special move. The following effects occur when changing cover. Restores own health by 10%, plus 50% to special move damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, which makes sense because you can follow up with, your special move if you do a strike cover. Randomly destroys 2 enemy cards, which is good, so you can help stop their combo. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade -1 arts card draw speed level for 10 timer counts, and inflicts all enemies with no switching for 3 timer counts, which is good. Again, these abilities, very straightforward, nothing complicated with them whatsoever, but the best thing is, especially if you land that strike cover, then guess what? You land strike cover, then you can follow up. If you have a special move available, you can follow up with your special move and deal some damage. Or even if you don't come through with a strike cover, let's say you throw them in during blast or whatever, right? But it's like the end of their combo, force them to vanish, and usually you should have enough time to like try to like get a combo in before they're able to like swap the character out after they vanish or whatever the case may be, because of the no switching, which is good. And of course, knocking down their arts card draw speed is going to help reduce their combo potential. Destroying their cards obviously goes to that too. Really straightforward abilities, but all around not bad whatsoever. And then more unique abilities. The following effects occur upon landing a strike, blast, or special arts hit. Activates once. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Applies attribute upgrade, shortens substitution count by 2 to self for 15 timer counts. Applies buff effect, nullifies enemies' special actions that activate when changing cover to self for 5 timer counts, plus 20% to damage inflicted by allies for 15 timer counts. Activation counts reset after character switch. Okay, so again, every time, or not every time, but when you land a strike, blast, or a special arts hit on your opponent, again, you're drawing a card, which is good. Obviously, if you have 3 or fewer, if you have 4 cards, there's no point in really drawing it like that, or at least I would assume so. Apart from that, though, shortening sub counts, which honestly is going to help out a lot. Again, because of a very particular thing, which we'll get into next. But being able to shorten your sub count is good. It's always gonna be good, regardless of how much it is. It's gonna be a good thing, because that can literally be, regardless of how much or how little it may be, it can make or break whether or not one of your units gets to survive or not. So again, still a good thing. And then of course, nullifying cover change, that's good. So if you land a hit, you can keep comboing for a little bit. And then you boost your team by raising their damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. And it happens every time, like when you swap as well. So you take him out, you bring him back in, your land strike, blast, or a special whatever, and then these effects reset. So that's good. Okay, so now we have special arts. The following effects occur on hit. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. So this unit is really prone to getting lots of cards, which is great. Shortens allies' substitution counts by 3. Really good. Comboable arts, strike, blast, special move, and ultimate arts. Blast armor when charging forward. So there's that. Again, the sub counts going down is going to be very important. Again, we'll talk about that in a bit, but it's nice knowing that this unit is prone to getting lots of cards, which is fantastic. And then the final set of unique abilities. The following effects occur every time this character uses a strike arts card, plus 10% to strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Seals enemy strike arts. The sealed arts cannot be used for 3 timer counts. The following effects occur every time this character uses a blast arts card. Plus 10% to blast damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Seals enemies blast, special, and special move arts. The sealed arts cannot be used for 3 timer counts. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. Plus 100% to the next quick attack damage inflicted cannot be canceled. So pretty much, while this unit is in, every time they hit you with a strike or blast arts card, they will seal those cards, and then by extension, you know, special skill and special move, respectively, right? So if you land strike, you seal your enemy strike. If you land blast, you seal their blast, special skill, and special move arts costs. So if you keep the combo going, your opponent is not going to have any cards accessible to them. So that's good. And not to mention that when the battle starts, you get the ability to just deal, apparently, a devastating quick attack with Supreme Kai. Because he has plus 100% to the next quick attack damage inflicted, and it can't be canceled. So, yeah, like, he's sounding kind of crispy. Like, for the first time of Supreme Kai coming into Dragon Ball Legends, I think they did this character right. He sounds very straightforward. But now we move on to that actual heat. Okay, the first set of heat for the 6th anniversary, and it's none other than Tag, Vegeta, and Goku. I'm still so freaking hyped from just seeing them in action, man. But whew, okay, let's break it down. So we have Vegeta and Goku. Of course, they're an LF unit, they're a blue unit, and they're a melee type. Their tags are Saiyan, Vegeta Clan, Otherworld Warrior, Sun Family, Super Saiyan, Fusion Warrior, and Patara. So Z ability 3, plus 30% to tag Fusion Warrior, tag Saiyan, or episode Majin Buu Saga Z base strike attack and blast defense, and plus 15% to episode Majin Buu Saga Z base strike defense during battle. Z ability 4, plus 38% to tag Fusion Warrior, tag Saiyan, or episode Majin Buu Saga Z base strike attack and blast defense, plus 18% to episode Majin Buu Saga Z base strike defense, and plus 10% to episode Majin Buu Saga Z max base health during battle. So these guys also boost your health, which is, look, man, whatever keeps the team alive, I'm all down for, 100%. Now, moving on to unique abilities, slightly charges own Synchro Gauge every time this character uses their switch ability. Fuse into Super Vegito with 100% health by tapping the Synchro Gauge when full. So yes, this is the brand new gauge that they're adding into Dragon Ball Legends. Remember that I said that it was weird how for the opponent, they shrunk down the unique gauge, but it made sense because they were probably making room for the Synchro Gauge, or at least, I don't know if that will be displayed on the opponent's end. Maybe it will be, we haven't seen it yet. But all in all though, the new gauge that we have accessible to us is called the Synchro Gauge, where on, I believe, the bottom right side of the health bar, when the gauge is full, you press that and you can fuse in game, which is fantastic. In this particular case, you fuse into Super Vegito and you get all of your health back. All of it back. So pretty much you fuse and it's as if you never even touched the unit at all. All health back, like abilities, everything set to go, which is going to be fantastic. Oh man, I am so excited to use this unit. Okay, moving on to more unique abilities. Charges unique gauge and applies buff effect, nullifies enemies reduce Dragon Balls effects to self for 10 timer counts every time owned Dragon Balls increase by 1 while this character is not defeated. And then the following effects occur once unique gauge is full. Charges own Synchro Gauge by 50%, shortens allies substitution counts by 5. Okay, so when it comes down to unique gauge, you want to be able to make sure that you're able to get the Dragon Balls with the unit, because if you do, it's going to benefit you in the long run. Because again, it says every time owned Dragon Balls increase by 1 while this character is not defeated, right? Which is a good thing. Well, specifically charges unique gauge and applies the buff effect. Enemy nullifies enemies reduce Dragon Balls effect to self for 10 timer counts every time owned Dragon Balls increase by 1. So again, it's good that you're going to be able to get the Dragon Balls and keep the Dragon Balls, because there are some units out there that are constantly able to knock down the Dragon Balls. So being able to actually get them and keep them is going to be good, right? And again, it also charges unique gauge. And then apart from that though, when it's full, you charge your Synchro Gauge by 50%, which is good, and you shorten your ally sub counts by 5. Again, I mentioned earlier that Supreme Kai being able to shorten sub counts is great because they can coincide, or he can coincide well with this unit, which will be fantastic. All right, moving on to more unique abilities. We got a lot of these to go through. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield or when this character enters the battlefield via tag switch. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards, restores own ki by 20, charges own switch gauge by 20%, plus 80% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, activates once, but that's specifically for Vegeta. And then we have plus 70% to own ki recovery, cannot be cancelled, activates once, but that's specifically for Goku. Plus 30% to strike and blast arts damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade -1 arts card draw speed level for 10 timer counts, which is a pretty good amount of time. Applies the following effects to self when enemy switches characters while this character is on the battlefield. Draw a special arts card next, activates once, nullifies unfavorable element factors for 3 timer counts, which is solid. So breaking all that down, again, when the character is on the battlefield, or if you swap between Goku and Vegeta, doesn't matter which one, you get some cards if you have 3 or fewer, which is great. You get ki, which is fantastic. You charge your switch gauge, which obviously makes sense if you're attack switching especially. Vegeta gets a damage buff. Goku gets ki recovery buffs. They both get strike and blast arts damage buffs. And not only that, you cripple your opponent's card draw speed. That's fantastic. So pretty much they're set up to the point where regardless of who you have in, they play very similarly. They may receive like slightly different buffs, but for the most part, they're pretty much the same, which is not bad by any means, right? Because it makes this character very straightforward, and especially with them being able to fuse into a new character, that's going to be important. Now, more unique abilities. Applies the following effects to self after enemy attack is over. Restores health by 10%, and then restores health by 10%, activates twice. Activation count is shared between Vegeta and Goku. So for the second portion of the health restoration, again, regardless of if Vegeta's in or Goku's in, if it activates twice, that's it. And then you only get like the 10% just generally. And then it shortens allies' substitution counts by 5 when enemy activates an ultimate arts, awaken arts, or rising rush while this character is on the battlefield. Again, like I said, being able to shorten sub counts is going to be very important for this unit, which will tie well with Supreme Kai. That's what I was trying to get at earlier. Because when it comes down to awaken arts, ultimate arts, all that good stuff, these guys are also able to knock down sub counts. So you'll hopefully be able to get them out quickly in order to be able to save them for the long run, because when they fuse, yeah. Now we have the switch ability. Tag switch to Vegeta or to Goku, restores own health by 10%, activates twice, restores own ki by 20, cancels own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, applies buff effect, nullifies enemies of special actions that activate when changing cover to self for 5 timer counts, activates twice, seals enemies special move, ultimate, and awaken arts. The sealed arts cannot be used for 5 timer counts. Requirements, max switch gauge. So again, that's their switch ability. This works between both Vegeta and Goku. There's no difference between who's in. And at the end of the day, again, you get health, you get ki, you knock down your downgrades in abnormal conditions, you nullify cover change, and you also seal special moves, ultimates, and awaken arts. Very straightforward, nothing too convoluted about that. Good ability. Now, we get to Super Vegito. Yes, again, they're able to fuse in-game. So, we have his unique abilities. Applies the following effects to self after fusing. Randomly draws 1 new card. Restores ki by 100%, which is also important, and I'll explain in a bit. Plus 30% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Increases Dragon Balls by 1. Now, before I get to the other details, the reason why getting your ki up to 100 is so important is because, remember, when you fuse into Vegito, regardless of where your health is at, you get all of your health back. Which means that when Vegito is in, it's as if he has never been used in battle. Point blank. All conditions gone. Literally, he's just ready to go with full health and full ki, which is going to be very, very dangerous depending on how you weaponize this unit. So it's a really good thing. The following effects occur when enemy switches characters while this character is on the battlefield. Increases own arts card draw speed by 1 level for 5 timer counts. Nullifies own unfavorable element factors for 3 timer counts. Seals enemies special move, ultimate, and awaken arts. The sealed arts cannot be used for 5 timer counts. Activates 5 times, which means you really don't want to swap while this character is in. If they're in, just let them take the hit, bruh. Just let them take the hit. And then, of course, the following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Restores own ki by 20. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade -1 arts card draw speed level for 10 timer counts. Again, sounding very powerful. I'm getting kind of scared, but again, these abilities sound really, really good. And then we have unique abilities for Super Vegito. The following effects occur after enemy attack is over. Restores own health by 10%, activates 3 times, plus 15% to damage inflicted by allies for 15 timer counts. Applies the following effects itself once the unique gauge is full or upon fusing if it is already full. Plus 20% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Reduces impact, explode, slice, and pierce damage received by 10% cannot be cancelled. Nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained cannot be cancelled. I want y'all to pay attention to that. Nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained cannot be cancelled. No timer counts on there whatsoever. Which means that, defensively speaking, he would be element neutral. Offensively speaking, different story. But defensively speaking, he becomes element neutral, which would be crazy. And it's a permanent thing. So that's gonna be insane. So red units, or not red units, sorry, I'm thinking a bit to of a different unit. Anyway, green units. Green units are not gonna be too crazy against him when it comes down to them attacking him. So that's gonna be kind of crazy. And then applies the following effects to itself every time an arts card is drawn while this character is on the battlefield. Restores ki by 15, restores vanish engage by 10%, and plus 10% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Again, that's every time an arts card is drawn while this character is in. So you get ki, you restore your vanish. Like, sidestepping with this unit is going to be very, very important. So yeah, again, make sure that you get that card draw speed like constantly going so you can get your vanish back quickly and keep the pressure on the opponent. And then finally, and this is one of the craziest abilities we've had in a while. Super Vegito has a unique ability. When own Rising Rush hits, but wager is lost, avoid counter attack and deal supreme damage, which means that if you activate Rising Rush and it connects with the opponent, you can lose on purpose and still win. Like, let that sink in. With this unit, you can lose the rush on purpose and still win. Which means that if you have this unit and you land Rising Rush, it's a guaranteed W. It's guaranteed. That is insane to me. Actually, you know what? There is... Wait, no, because I'm pretty sure he nullifies any type of nullification like ability while Rise Rush is happening. Because I was about to say, I wonder how this would work against the likes of the Blue Tien, even though I know that Blue Tien he's not in the meta at all, I know that. But I do wonder, or I was wondering, would Tien be able to counter this? But the answer is no, because he would still be able to win. He automatically wins. So yeah, if this unit uses Rising Rush and you get hit by it, don't even try. Don't even try. Even if you guess the rush, they still win. And they deal supreme damage. So yeah, that is unbelievable. Absolutely absurd. But now that we got those units out the way, it's time to move on to the other units that are going to be a part of the anniversary. Starting with Broly Fury. We are getting a brand new Broly Fury unit, finally. But anyway, we have Broly Fury. He is, of course, a sparking unit. He's a green unit and a melee type, and his tags are Frieza Force, Saiyan, and Powerful Opponent. Z ability 3, plus 30% to episode sagas from the movies, tag Frieza Force, or tag Powerful Opponent, base strike attack and blast defense, and plus 15% to characters that are both episode sagas from the movies and tag Powerful Opponent, base strike defense during battle. So again, very straightforward Z ability. Again, you want to use them on movies or Powerful Opponent primarily. That way you can maximize his abilities. Moving on to unique abilities. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. Plus 90% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. It's Broly, so it's to be expected. Reduces damage received by 70% cannot be cancelled. Plus 30% to critical rate for 60 timer counts cannot be cancelled. Nullifies abnormal conditions for 60 timer counts cannot be cancelled. Applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike or blast arts card. Randomly draws one new card when you have 3 or fewer cards, activates once. Activation count resets after character switch. Restores ki by 10, plus 20% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, plus 50% to ki recovery for 5 timer counts, Applies buff effect, nullifies enemies' special actions that activate when changing cover for 5 timer counts, activates once, activation count resets after character switch. Again, these units sound very straightforward, and Broly's obviously no exception, right? Again, he gets a damage buff initially, plus 90%, so he's gonna be hitting hard. Reduces damage received by 70, so he can take a hit. Plus 30% to crit rate, so he has the opportunity of landing extra damage, which is gonna be devastating. And then nullifies abnormal conditions. Again, very straightforward abilities. Very, very straightforward. And seeing that it starts, or all these abilities happen when the battle starts, you might want to lead off with Broly instead. And then with every time the character uses Strike or Blast, again, you draw a card if you have 3 or fewer, but that's only once, but it resets when you switch, right? If you get Ki, you get another damage buff, you get Ki recovery buffs, you nullify cover change. Like, again, these abilities, powerful, very straightforward. Powerful, but straightforward. Now, more unique abilities. Applies the following effects itself when enemy performs a cover change while this character is on the battlefield. Draw a special arts card next. Activates 3 times. Restores Ki by 30, plus 40% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level for 15 timer counts. So again, just your cover change, you're giving him a special skill, right? Which is going to be very important for a particular thing. But you give him a special skill, he gets Ki, so he's more than likely gonna have enough Ki to use this special skill. He gets a damage buff and a card draw speed buff. So be very, very careful when you're going up against Broly. Be very careful, because when we go into the special arts, applies the following effects to self upon activation. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards, restores Ki by 50, plus 20% to strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. So again, you get a card, you get Ki, you get more damage buffs, but this is where it becomes really important. Applies the following effects to self on hit. Nullifies unfavorable element factors for 3 timer counts, plus 50% to the next arts damage inflicted cannot be stacked. Comboable arts, strike, blast, special move, and ultimate arts. Blast armor when charging forward. So even though it may be for a short period of time, if you cover change while this character is comboing, you give them a special arts card, and if they use that special arts card, they become element neutral, they get a damage buff, and they can combo into anything. So yeah, you want to be very careful against this unit, because from the looks of it, once he starts, you can't really stop him. So that's gonna be very interesting to see. And then finally, main ability, draw the ultimate arts card, Planet Crusher, which, side note, it looks so nice. But draw the ultimate arts card, Planet Crusher next. Restores own health by 30% and Ki by 50. Restores own vanishing gauge by 100%, plus 30% to own critical rate cannot be canceled. Requirements, 25 timer counts must elapse. So you get your ult, you restore health, and you get Ki, but you also get your vanishing gauge on top of getting a crit buff, right? So even if the opponent manages to make it vanish for whatever reason, pop your main, and maybe if you're able to get them to vanish, whatever. If you can't, you can vanish again. So main ability makes it pretty safe, which is good. Okay, now we get into the final part, all right? The final piece of the puzzle, the fire. We have a brand new tag, Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. But this one fuses into Gogeta Blue. I'm so excited, man. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and Vegeta. They're a Legends Limited unit, Elf unit. They're a yellow unit, and they're a melee type. And their tags are Saiyan, Sun Family, God Ki, Super Saiyan, or well, Super Saiyan Blue specifically. I didn't see the God part. Vegeta Clan, Fusion Warrior, and Fusion. Z ability 3, plus 30% to tag Fusion Warrior, Tag Saiyan, or episode Sagas for the Movies base strike attack and defense, and plus 15% to tag God Ki base blast defense during battle. Z ability 4, plus 38% to tag Fusion Warrior, Tag Saiyan, or episode Sagas from the Movies base strike attack and defense, plus 18% to tag God Ki base blast defense, and plus 10% to tag God Ki max base health during battle. Now, the reason why this is so important is because of the fact that this unit not only works with the new Broly, but they also work with the new Vegito and Supreme Kai. Because Vegito, obviously Fusion Warrior, and just generally Saiyan, right? Even when they're just Vegeta and Goku. But also God Ki, which is the only tag Supreme Kai is on. So if you get like those units, they should flow perfectly with these guys, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. Now, Broly, you know what I'm saying? Well, no, because Broly's a Saiyan, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything should work perfectly fine. Okay, moving on to more unique abilities. Charge his own unique gauge every time this character uses a strike, blast, or special move arts card while they're on the battlefield, which is standard, right? Relatively straightforward for some characters, right? Applies the following effects to self once unique gauge is full. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards, restores ki by 30, charges synchro gauge by 25%, activates once. Again, the synchro gauge is the new gauge that allows you to fuse. So whatever gets that gauge filled up, you should probably do, right? Resets own unique gauge to 0 and applies the following effects to self if this character uses a strike, blast, or special move arts when the unique gauge is full. Plus 50% to damage inflicted for 2 timer counts, increases Dragon Balls by 1, activates once. Again, like I said, this unit is going to work very well with Vegito, and one reason alone is because of the Dragon Balls, because you guys already know that's what helps Vegito out, right? So pairing these two up, I don't know, man. I'm getting kind of terrified. I'm getting a little bit terrified. They sound great. Now we have the switch ability. Tag switch to Goku or to Vegeta. So these abilities are the same for both Goku and Vegeta. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. There's just so many of that here. Oh my goodness. Restores own ki by 50. Restores own vanishing gauge by 50%. Activates twice. Applies buff effect. Nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover to self for 5 timer counts. Activates twice. And cancels own attribute downgrades. Requirements max switch gauge. So when you swap and you continue your combo, you nullify cover change, you get cards, you get ki, you get some vanish back, you cancel your downgrades. Good, right? Very straightforward. And again, that's for both Goku and Vegeta. And then special arts, charges own switch gauge by 60%, activates once. Special move arts, upon activation, charges own switch gauge by 100%, activates once, which means you land a special move, you can immediately swap to the next person. So if Vegeta's in, you land a special move, you can swap to Goku. If Goku's in and you land the special move, you can swap to Vegeta. Again, depending on the circumstance. So if you haven't used a special move in and you have one or the other in, then you'll be able to switch to the other person respectively. That's what I'm trying to get. Okay, now more unique abilities. The following effects occur if own remaining health is 50% or below when hit by an enemy's arch attack while this character is on the battlefield. Activates once. Nullifies own unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 15 timer counts. Shortens ally substitution counts by 10, which is big, right? I was about to read the same thing. Cancels allies attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Reduces enemy ki by 70. Activation count is shared between Goku and Vegeta. So again, regardless of who's in, this ability will activate. But again, it said if your remaining health is at 50 or below when hit by an enemy's arts attack. So any card, doesn't matter. You become element neutral for damage sustained, which gives you some defensive capabilities, right? Your ally sub counts goes down by 10, which means that just under regular circumstances, you combo this unit, you can get literally anybody back in. Anybody. So yeah, that's going to help out a ton. And then on top of that, again, you knock down your attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. You cripple your opponent's ki by 70, which is big. So yeah, really, really good. And then the following effects occur if own health is 50% or below when this character is switched to standby. Restores own health by 30%, activates once. Activation count is shared between Goku and Vegeta, so again, doesn't matter who's in. Charges own synchro gauge by 50%, activates once. Activation count is shared between Goku and Vegeta, so again, doesn't matter who's in. Plus 20% to damage inflicted by allies for 20 timer counts, and then reduces enemies' Dragon Balls by 1, activates once. Okay, now that we got Goku and Vegeta out the way, time to talk about Gogeta. So, unique abilities. Applies the following effects to strike arts command chain. Yeah, it says applies the, I had to read it, I thought I had it in the wrong context. Applies the following effects to strike arts command chained to a strike or blast arts. Nullifies enemies' special actions that activate when changing cover. Nullifies enemies' evade or counter actions that activate while receiving an attack. These effects will not activate in hyperdimensional co-op or full power battle. Makes sense for that. So, much like how Vegito comes through with a new ability, so does Gogeta. So pretty much what happens is if you use strike arts, right, and you chain it to another strike or whatever the case may be, like strike or blast, he immediately follows up with another attack, but the opponent cannot counter it at all. So that means if you cover change, it's automatically nullified, point blank, doesn't matter. If you have characters like Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Team Gohan or Ultra UI Saiyan Goku, and they have their unique gauge, it doesn't activate. So again, just straight up go after them and you can continue your combo with no worries, which is going to be a massively big deal because that is, in a sense, a relative counter to a powerful unique gauge, right? So that's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. And again, when you activate your the command chain, it's in succession. So that means if you're trying to activate it, you can't charge step and you can't sidestep. Literally turn your brain off and just select arts cards. That's it. Pick them in succession and that's what happens. So again, very powerful ability. And then change his own blast arts cards to strike arts cards upon landing a strike or blast arts hit. Activates once. Activation count resets after character switch, which is nice. Okay, moving on to the main, oh no, sorry, got ahead of myself. More unique abilities. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Restores own ki by 40, which is good. Nullifies own unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 15 timer counts. Activates 3 times, which is good. So, again, this unit is a yellow unit, so if a red unit is in, he should be able to take some hits. Destroys all of your enemy's blast arts cards. Yeah, so if you got blast arts and he goes in, tough luck. Nullifies enemies wide range special arts attacks while this character is is in one of the following states. I read that wrong. Anyway, activates once. Slide moving or standing still, sidestepping to the left or right, receiving an attack, excludes abnormal conditions and special states caused by certain arts, excludes changing cover. So pretty much it's just blocking AoE skills, much like how last year, I believe Jiren for the anniversary, the yellow Jiren, he had that ability. I believe the transforming beast Gohan also has that ability. So yeah, you use AoE for the just one time and one time only, Gogeta will block it. So you'll be relatively safe. All right, now moving on to the last thing, the main ability, draw a special move arts card next. Restores own health by 20% and ki by 50, charges own unique gauge by 100%, restores own vanishing gauge by 100%, destroys all of your enemy's cards, requirements, 15 timer counts must elapse. So pairing him up with Broly is gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be absolutely insane. But all in all though, that is pretty much all the details. I didn't really talk about like the events and all that stuff because I mean we are getting like an anniversary story event which happens every single year, and there's lots of events coming that's gonna allow people to summon and get characters and get crystals and all good stuff. But I really wanted to focus on the units because that's what has me the most excited. But I do want to know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.